Hey everybody, welcome back to Dad Does Videos. Today we are going to show you how to change the oil, the spark plug, and the air filter on your HRR GCV series engine. Here's the model number of mine right in front of you, and you know it's a GCV engine because right on top it says that. So what I did was just went to Home Depot and got myself the tune-up kit that you see here on the left. That comes with an air filter, the oil that you need, and the spark plug. So first thing that you want to do is make sure your gas is turned to off. So on mine, this is pointed up. That means that the gas is not on. If yours is tilted to the side or whatever your model looks like, just make sure it's off. So what you want to do first is unloosen where your oil is. You're going to take this out, turn it to the left, just, there we go, just like this. You're going to wipe that down with a rag just to make it nice and clean. And just set it off to the side for now. And the easiest way to do this, just get yourself some kind of container that you can just tilt your whole mower over and make sure that it's right under the oil spigot when it comes out, because the oil is just going to leak right out. And it's best to do this when you don't have much gas in your engine, because you don't want that spilling all over the place. So I just have a Tupperware thing, as you can see right there. So I'm just going to line this up so that when I tilt the whole mower over to the left, the oil just spills right into my bucket. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So here we are in mid-pour, and you can see kind of barely a trickle coming out of there right now. So we'll just wait till that goes away. There are a couple drips just coming out, and we'll stand up the mower again and I'll show you how to put the oil in. Okay, so after you're sure all the oil is out, or at least a great majority of it, and the dripping stops, just get your oil, open it up, and pour it all in where your oil goes. There should be about 12 to 13.5 ounces of it in. If you got what I got, you should be able to just pour the whole bottle in without thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to overflow this? So that's all you do. Okay, so after you've got your oil in, you're just going to get your cap and put it in and just twist it clockwise. And you, my friend, have finished changing the oil on your mower. Okay everybody, we're going to move on to replacing that spark plug. So on my mower, it is right here. You should look for that on your mower. Typically, if Hondas anymore, they're out in front. And you could see a couple little ridges, one on this side and one over here. Those are just grips. So what you want to do is just grab on there and pull. And there's your spark plug right under there. So the next thing you want to do is grab yourself a 13th, 16th spark plug socket wrench, and I'll show you what that looks like. Here it is. Here's your 13 by 16 socket that is specific for the spark plug. You can just buy it at Lowe's. I just connected it to the end of my socket wrench, and we're just going to put that right on the spark plug right in here, and then start twisting to the left, and eventually it'll come out. So as you can see, you can turn it around like this and keep spinning all the way if you'd like, so it pops off. So once you get that off, there's mine. I got the new one out, and what you want to do is put this in by hand at first, and you'll just want to literally just put it in there and start twisting to the right until it gets tight, and then just tighten it up with your socket wrench at the end. So you always want to put it in by hand first. So there it is, it's in there, and I can't twist it anymore to the right by hand. So that is when you get your socket wrench back out, pop it back in, And that's when you start going to the right, and you'll want to go all the way until it's nice and tight. And once it's in there, you'll want to grab the top of your this rubber device, the cap, and push it back on. You'll want to hear it click though. That's when you know you've got it right in there. And that's it. After you pop that on, hear the click, you're finished doing the spark plug. Okay, here's the air filter, or at least the cover of it, and this is probably the easiest one out of all three. So you'll just want to press down on 4 tabs. There's one here, and then 2 similar ones on the bottom. I can do some of them for you as I'm holding. There's your old air filter. So you literally take this one out, make sure it's all clean inside, and you put this in. I'll show you what this looks like in a second, but you put it back in, it'll be like that inside, like this. So you want it like that. Make sure these face out, not the other way around, and then you simply just pop this back in, and then that is all, folks. And then of course the final test is to start it up, make sure it works. So let's give it a shot.